Hello awesome people, welcome back to paasolocreates video tutorial. In today's video we are going to look at how to design this simple birthday flyer in Adobe Photoshop. So let's look at how to do this now in Photoshop. But before then, please, if it is your first time here, I would like you to subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell so you won't miss other interesting video like this. So first of all, Ctrl+N to create a new document. So let's select 210 by 210 millimeters and click on create. A new canvas is going to open in Photoshop for us. Then I will start by duplicating the layer. So right click and duplicate layer, click on OK to accept changes, and I'll go to FX, and then I'll add a gradient overlay, and then I'm going to use this gradient. So this is the color that I'm going to use. So you can copy this color code and then you also enter the color code at the second stop. You can also click on this new to add this one to your color switches and click on OK. That is preset, and then you have to change this one. Maybe yours might be at linear, just change it to radial and leave the angle at -26. Copy all the other settings and click on OK. Alright, so we have our background now. Then I would like to also add this one to my background. So I'll click and drag this PNG3. I will leave a link in the description for you to download the source file so you can follow along. I'll double click on it to accept changes or click on enter. Then I'll change the blending mode of this PNG that we just brought in into color overlay and reduce the opacity to maybe 10%. So any figure that satisfies you, you can choose that. So initially this is going to be the whole idea for our background. I'll go to my source file, drag in my subject, click on OK. Then I'll rasterize the image. So right click and then select rasterize image. Then I'll go to window and make sure I have properties check. So it is going to open somewhere for me. Click here and then drag down. Then you are going to see remove background at quick actions. So when you click on it, Photoshop is going to remove the background for us. So let's click on it and see what will happen. Wow, this is really amazing. You see that Photoshop has been able to remove the background and have created the layer mask, which we can also further fine tune in these edges if you would like to, but it is okay for this. Then I'll select the image, okay, and I'm going to tone it down, so scale it down. So you can go to edit and make sure you have free transform check. Ctrl T is the shortcut and you can scale your image. Then from here I'll select my layer mask here, and with the help of my brush tool, make sure you have black here, and then we can start to paint to blend in with the background. Okay, then next, with the help of our text tool, we are going to add the date of the person. So we are celebrating him on 19th. I'll change the text to Open Sans. Okay, that's the font, and I'm going to increase the size by clicking and dragging. And also I noticed that there is a lot of space in between the text. So what I'm going to do is that with the help of my text tool selected, I'll click on Ctrl A to select everything, open my character panel. If you don't have it, you can go to window and make sure you have character check, and then I'm going to use this one, okay, to tone it down so we can go negative so the text will come closer. So I think -140 works. Click on this to accept changes, and then let me increase the size again. Ctrl T for free transform, and I think something like this is okay. Next I'll go to FX here, click on it, and then I will choose blending options. So open it, and then you are going to have these options here. So you see this is the fill opacity. Make sure you have it all the way down to 0. And you can see that we don't have any text here because the opacity of the text is 0. Then next I'll go to stroke, okay, make sure you have that one open and you see stroke and its properties. Alright, then make sure you have outside as the position, okay, and blending mode normal, opacity 100%, and the size, choose a figure that works for you. I'll go with 3 and I'll select white as my color. You can even use gradient pattern, whatever that you like, and I'll click on OK. Then Ctrl J to make a duplicate, and I'll move the first one behind the image, and if I close or click on this to hidden that image, this is how it looks. You see the text is behind the image. All right, so let me turn it on, and then I'm going to right click on this one and convert this one to a smart object. Okay, then next I'm going to paint some of these areas off it because I don't need them. All right, so I'll click on add a layer mask to this, and you see we have white here, so when we paint with black over here, we are going to hide those areas. So if I start to paint over here, you see that I am able to hide these areas. Okay, but I would like to have it on. Okay, but I don't want his face to get affected, so I would like to paint this off. And you can also paint precisely by clicking on the layer thumbnail. Okay, so first of all, you have to hold down the control key on your keyboard or command key on the Mac and click here to make a selection. So when we paint, it's going to affect only the places that we have selected. All right, so I want these areas to be there. Okay, then when you're done, click on Ctrl D to deselect it, and boom, this is what we have. Okay, and we can add our text like happy birthday and the rest. Alright, so if we add our text like happy birthday and the rest, this is how it is going to look like. Okay, so this is how simple you can design a birthday flyer in Photoshop. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you click on the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Until next time, keep creating. Check your screen, the other video we pick for you to enjoy next. We love you.